Greetings. Yeah, I hear Pisces is an elephant in a lot of people's rooms that Pisces has never been in before. Pisces has never been in that room, but and you can only eat an elephant one bite at a time. I think we're down to the ass. I think we're down to the end. We're down to the end of the situation, I would think. Now, when I hear someone say the first is always the last with a corrupt group of demonic parasites trying to sacrifice an earth angel, if the first is always the last, wouldn't the first one they tried to sacrifice be the last one that gets carried away in a tornado to Oz? Is that what it is? Because keep in mind, you had the power all along, Dorothy. And I mean, they say Dorothy summoned the djinn, but that's the thing you got to keep in mind. Who knows? Anyway, so they say Dorothy summoned the djinn, and I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I do believe that would be the Gemini wet brain energy in the cards. And yeah, it's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I know that I know that Pisces is the elephant's ass in a lot of rooms currently. But that would be my question. If the first is always the last, and a demonic death cult or whatever tried to destiny swap with an earth angel, wouldn't that earth angel be the last one to go? I mean, you're talking about only divine intervention can save this demonic creature who lured everyone into a trap for money. And you would have to wonder, when I hear people say things like groups of people are fighting in the background, I mean, you would have to define the word first. Groups. What is a group? What is people? What are people? And what is the background? Is that like behind the flowers? Is that what you can't see the groups of people fighting for the trees? That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about remote viewing and seeing people running from storms and things. I can't do anything about that. And I really don't care about Rumpin' Putin. Trump and Putin. Rumpin' Putin. Nothing like a good Putin rump meeting. It's just what it is. Politics has gone to shit. Anyway, I can't do anything about that. I'm not concerned. They're talking about a meeting of Rump and Putin. I don't care. I don't care about anybody's rump Putin. That's just nasty. Anyway. I'll never look at that headline the same again. I might read it on the toilet, but other than that, it's just what it is. So let's do a reading, shall we? I bet you fucking give me a like if you've ever thought of that. If you've ever thought of Rumpin' Putin. If you haven't ever thought of it, go ahead and like that shit. I want the comments full of rump and Putin. Rump and poopin joke. Is that like a Rumpelstiltskin? No, anyway. Fill the comments. It's just what it is. We need some rump and Putin meeting jokes. It's just what it is. I want your best meeting between Rump and Putin. Rump and pooping. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of that bully energy in the cards, and I can't deal with that shit. It's just what it is. I mean, if someone's going to bully you, I can do that shit with 5-star reviews. there's no such thing as gang stalking anymore. Not on the new earth. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I mean, everything's kind of flipped upside down. I mean, you can't be gang stalked if I am gang stalking. It's just what it is. We're kind of one with everything. So, that candle is sizzling now. It is. Like a spiral pancake being shot to China. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Yeah, what's this about pancake satellites being shot to China? It's just what they trying to survey the water damage. It's just what it is. A lot of water damage in China. Anyway, I mean that would be the question. When when I hear a reader say Pisces, these people can't be in your energy because God is punishing them. What you have to think. Who are these people? Define the word people. I mean, holy shit. It's just what it is. And I mean, we always know that it's generally the calmest in the eye of the storm. It's generally the calmest in the eye of the storm. And we'll be working on our Eye of Ra activation. It's just what it is. I'm more concerned with that than groups of people fighting catastrophic Aaron on the other side of the flowers. It's just beyond the hedge. Anyway, God us all that is, angels, archangels, to the master of the divine white light. Has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. I mean, when I hear that energy, that they can't believe the Earth Angel has healed from the things that basically have been projected by a corrupt group of parasitic demonic entities that's now going back on them and all involved. And I mean, you got to think about that. If that kind of energy is going back on them and all involved, wouldn't it be like them and the surrounding area? Like a hurricane? I don't know. When I hear yesterday that God is chasing the enemy with storms, see, I mean, who are the enemies of God? One, that's I mean, it's just what it is. And I mean, I was taught that, only demons rebel against the light. And it's what it is. That's why I didn't rebel against the light. I went right into it. I went right into the light. I'm not going to rebel against the divine light. It's just what it is. Anyway, nothing happens by chance. Everything happens for a reason. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Everything is a co-created experience with the divine. I mean, that's the question that we have to ask ourselves, because everyone is talking about ascension. Everyone's talking about ascending up into the crown activation. And then everybody wants to take the crown from the person that does the work. And I can't do it. I just what it is. I want to know who did the work. Where are these crown activations? 8:33. I missed it. Anyway, where are these crown activations where they're getting direct downloads from the divine? I just want to know. I want to hang out with those people. I want to see what kind of God force abilities they have. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. Yeah, and when I hear that these individuals want to, these bullies, they want these sharks in the water, they want to take credit. They want to take credit for what? My meditations? For getting away from them? It's just what they want to take credit for me getting away from them, because meditation is the key. It's okay, great. So anyway, I can't do anything about that. And that would be the question. Did they want to take credit for the ascending light on this channel or the other channel? Because I remember it's like when they saw it on the other channel, that's when they started harvesting it for cash and prizes. And then there was a year-long hiatus, because what they tried last time didn't work this time. It worked last time for a year. And then I come back on the scene and just call my energy back. And I'll be continuing to call my energy back pouring into myself, so to speak. As these readers talk about God chasing the enemy with storms, it's my test of faith is to be the center of the storm. This is where it's calmest. The eye of the storm is generally where you want to be. It's just what it is. But I mean, when I hear that, Pisces, these people can't be in your energy because God is punishing them, then I have to ask myself, I'm like, okay, well, cool. Who are these people? That's what it is. Your poetry in motion. It's just what it is. Yeah, and there's a lot of that dragonfly energy. I mean, I never understood the word narcissist until poetry came into the situation. Because I know poetry, there's like a thin line between poetry and insanity. And that was the thing they talk about, one of the most narcissistic things you can do is write a poem for someone and then give it to someone else. I'm like, well, then how do you publish a poetry book? That's what it is, because I mean, that's my thing is I need 6 words from a human being, 3 words about yourself, your 3 favorite traits, personal traits, and then 3 words about your favorite things to do. And it's just what it is. It's 6 words total, and then it's wordsmith that shit together. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. And they always ask Pisces, how do you know? Well, and I tell them, personally, my first experience of tapping in was with cannabis years ago. This is with shamanism and cannabis. Simple Google search. What is shamanism and cannabis? Yeah, I see the corrupt group of parasites as, trying to cover up their gluttonous addictions that have already been called out in Tarot by talking about. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I've been sober for years, so it doesn't matter. And I mean, Shamanic Dreams by Scott Lowe. That will tell you how it was the first time I tapped in. You're able to ask yourself questions and get the answer, and then it turns into the Lover's card. It's basically the masculine side of the brain asking the feminine intuitive side that's connected straight to the Leo rising energy in tarot. Anyway, so it's just what it is. My thing was, with all of the, tarot readers discussing, because I mean, when I hear one say, they went up against an earth angel and war angels are involved and destruction is following and it's body bags for everyone, the first thing I thought was, well, if it's body bags for everyone, is that like everyone that's watching you? Like, holy shit, this is what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. That's what it is. Anyway, it's a valid question. I mean, the Pisces, you see things other don't. I know. I know. It's what it is. When I hear a reader say, oh, this can't be good. This can't be good. The storms are coming. God is punishing everyone for trying to sacrifice an earth angel. I thought, okay, well, if the first is always the last, and God is punishing everyone, body bags for everyone. Okay, so who's not under divine judgment? Well, it's just what it is. The whole planet is under divine judgment. And I can't do anything about that. I can do plenty about the first always being the last, and it's what it is. They'll blame me for being the last. That's what it is. I'm fine with that. Cards in the upright. No, cool. We'll flip that shit around. What is the focus on everyone's mind? Yeah, no worries. That's just what it is. You're either worried or you're not. Simple enough. Right? I mean, Pisces, they want under your umbrella of protection. Well, I already told you guys if I'm gang stalking you, they can't. So that's kind of an umbrella of protection. I already told you, if I'm bullying you with 5-star reviews, they can't do that shit. So, I mean, that's kind of an umbrella of protection, I guess. Now, I mean, when the storms come and shit, are you guys having any trouble with the storms? I do notice I lose a lot of views. I do. It's just, it makes me wonder, oh, God, did the storm carry them off? Was that Camp Mystic? Did Texas get wiped out of my views? I can't do anything about that. Top row is the 5D moving down through time and space into the 3D. Spirit says, oh, yeah, this is just what it is. There's no fighting in the past. This is what it is. We're not going to fight that past energy. It's just we're not worried about that past energy. It's just what it is. Yeah, their health is upside down. And that's what it is. I mean, when I hear a reader say to come against the light with bad intentions is to lose a day in the light. Well, yeah, that's a negative plus a negative equals a negative, because the light, if I pull up to your car that has no light, your battery's dead. Your battery's unalived. If I pull up and I have jumper cables, one positive and one negative, jumpstart the car. Let there be light. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. So health seems to be a factor with these individuals, and when they're amazed at the things that Pisces has healed from. How did Pisces do it? Well, I took their negative energy and just focused it on all the things that didn't serve my highest good. That way, whatever they sent was transmuted, and I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. Me, I have to deal with half-wit doctors now that, you'll never recover from this. And then, okay, well, fucking, it just shows up on an x-ray. And then when I hear a reader say, these people, Pisces, these people did nothing except earn a bad x-ray, whatever that means. And I think, I know exactly what that means. If they went up against the 5-star healer, I have that x-ray. I have that x-ray that they earned. Ooh, ego death. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I mean, that is truly my concern at this point, is when, a corrupt group of demonic parasites lured everyone into a trap over money. And then we set the boundary. Because it's like anyone that can call is obviously not the corrupt group of parasites that lured everyone into a trap over money. It's just what it is. When the calls come in, it's like, we have to use our discernment, I'm sure, but it's just what it is. Moving forward, look at that. Love is all there is. So no worries about that. I mean, that's the thing, and I'll say it over and over again. That's the thing about Reiki, is it's love's intent to help or heal that can only be used for positive, healing, protective purposes. So, the shepherd, I got the Holy Ghost working all through me. Yeah, but if you're leaving people in the dark, leave it alone. I don't care. I don't care what other people do. I know that Reiki is humanity's birthright, and it's what it is. That's the last thing they want you to do. Healing yourself and others? Oh, fuck that. No. There's no profit for us in you healing yourself and others. No. We need you to come be codependent on us. We don't need you meditating. Oh, no. We can't have people be fucking focusing on anything, including themselves. No. We must distract them at all times, because we're a bunch of dark hearts. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. We're a bunch of corrupt group of demonic parasites living in your heart rent-free. The sun lives in their head rent-free. These people are in your heart. Did you accept your own creator consciousness into your heart and follow your passions? Did you accept Jesus into your heart? No. Did you accept Christ consciousness? Did you accept creator consciousness? Did you accept fucking your own passions for creating something? And I've never created anything. Well, you're not on your path. You came here to create. Something that no one else ever has. I'm not an inventor. Have you ever tried? No. Well, then you never will be. It's just what it is. You'll never do anything no one else has ever done because you don't believe you can. Show some gratitude. That's what it is. That eliminates the competition right off the bat. There's just no competition when you can't create anything. So that makes you a consumer. That's what it is. I mean, you got to think, what is the definition of a virus? I mean, if all you do is take and don't contribute anything back, and are willing to, absolutely destroy the host that you depend on. That's the definition of a virus. That's a virus to Earth. And I mean, I would say catastrophic Aaron is just medicine. It's Earth medicine. God, all this shit over money. Imagine that. Spiritual wealth is where it's at. The riches of the heavens. And sweet. I mean, that's the thing. When I keep hearing readers talking about, your abilities will provide you the wealth from the universe that you need, and then nobody works on their abilities. They focus on someone else's or try to steal them. What's this about trying to steal someone's gifts? How the hell are you going to steal someone else's gift of sight? It just makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. You can't fight those energies of the past. Our prayers have been answered. It's just what it is. The unhealthy aspect of things is being supported by frenemies. Health is going down for the frenemies. And ego deaths. What are those being supported by? Compassion. It's just what it is. I can't do anything. You can't heal people flying around in a tornado. It's just, there. I mean, I'm not going to say that everything's impossible or that anything's impossible. I mean, I guess, the impossible only takes a little bit longer. But I mean, do you really want to try to heal somebody that's just kind of flying around in a vortex twister? It's just, I can't do anything about that. Love is all there is. What it is. Looks like Spirit says, due to love that we're not worried about, everyone is losing their power. And that's what it is. I can't do anything. We've been talking months now about a corrupt group of individuals harvesting someone else's healing energy to heal themselves with no intention of healing others, thinking that shit was going to work. And now basically their battery's going dead, and I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about people's batteries going dead. Do they need jumper cables? And that energy was in the cards too. I can't do anything about that. I mean, when you harvest Pisces, Sun, Water, Leo, Rising, Fire, Gemini, Moonshine, chances are, you end up all, that's what it is. I can't do anything about that. It's just like the drunken master is what it is. Except I'm not drunken and they're not masters. What are you chewing on? Oh, it's your toy. She's chewing on her toy. It's just what it is. They have no intuition. Dark hearts with no intuition. That is the mark of the beast. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about people making decisions without any mind and heart coherence. It's just what it is. Show some gratitude to that. We don't even have to remove that negative energy. They're basically eliminated. The trash is taking itself out. That's what it is. Wealth is in the upright and emotions are balanced. I mean, that's the thing is when you've got a corrupt group of demonic parasites rebelling against the light on the other side of the hedges, it's just what it is. At that point, it's when you have to ask yourself, you have to look around. You're like, okay, well, that's it. And you have to be smart enough to identify, well, that's a corrupt group of demonic parasites, and that's a corrupt group of demonic parasites. And the INFJ is a human lie detector, so that's why I make a video with a social experiment. I mean, do you trust yourself enough to like yourself? Well, if you can't trust yourself, chances are you're untrustworthy. There's no integrity there. That's corruption. That's corrupt people have no integrity. It's just what it is. And I mean, a corrupt group, if there's 23 views, if there's 30 views, well, that's a group. That's a group. And I would hate to think that because we do attract the dark and the light, that the only 20. And have they affected you? Has that corrupt group, have the parasites given you a parasitic situation? Can't do anything about that. Ooh, initiation is in the upright. We are not fighting our prayers being answered because we initiated and attuned to the right thing. No worries there. The health is in the upside down for the frenemies. And that would, if you coming against the light with bad intentions, is to lose a day in the light. I would have to agree with Chicago on that. That's what it is. I mean, only demons rebel against God. Okay, great. As soon as I heard that, it's God's light. Take the person out of it. It's the light. Oh, the healing light. When you rebel against healing light, chances are you're not going to fucking heal. That's simple. It's just what it is. Fucking nurturing the frenemies with their health upside down. It's just what it is. The ego deaths have led to compassion. That's what it is. Women who can teach you anything. Thank you, Madam Takata. Madam Takata. Ooh, I hear the Kilauea volcano in Hawaii has erupted for like the 31st time. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about the Kilauea volcano. Kilauea. That's what, you think the whales, the corrupt group of whales that got involved, do you think that's the universe? I like Stanton Paranormal yesterday. He was like, it sounds like Mother Nature's talking to you. Yeah, it sounds like Hawaii's telling all the whales, Kilauea. Kilauea is taking out all those whales. That corrupt group of parasites manifesting for abundance. God's coming for you. This is what it is. Thank you for that. I will be there. Thank you for that. So, love is in the upright, and people are losing their power because of it. Yeah, I hear they tried to take out an earth angel. Ow, that's kind of sad. It's what it is. I mean, anytime they don't meditate, this is the meditation card, but that also represents the bodhisattva or the earth angel. They didn't get the crown, and they tried to sacrifice the crown. I like to use that card in my own little way. So love is all there is, and the power has been taken away from those who don't meditate. That's what that basically means. So we're not worried. I mean, spirit loves that shit. I hear that spirit is celebrating Pisces. Oh, Pisces did the work. Oh, Pisces did the work, and that's what it is. I mean, if you've got spirit celebrating, spiritual love is the best love. This is what it generally comes with spiritual protection. Simple enough. Healing. There's nothing better than having someone come to me and be like, hey, I know this is going to sound crazy, but they're like, I had a past loved one come to me, and heal me, and I felt amazing afterward. And I'm like, sweetheart, I do angelic Reiki. I use spirits to heal every day. So it's like you having a vision of a past loved one coming to you in the consciously unconscious and healing you. That's angelic Reiki. I do that. With angels, it's just what it is. And I mean, that's when you listen to Dolores Cannon, how she talks about sometimes passed over loved ones, will come back to be your guardian angels. And I mean, I have too much weird shit going on as a paranormal INFJ. And when you hear these words, I use them in conjunction so that you can go paranormal INFJ. You can do the research. But that's the problem, was there were so many people focused on the rarity of a rare personality type. Horse zodiac. It's what it is. Kundalini horsepower. Right? It's just what it is. It's omnipotent, omnipresent, and available everywhere. Does that mean that I haven't done dumb shit? No, I have. I might fall from a tall building. I've had some accidents. It's just what it is. After a while, you quit doing that shit because you're tired of baffling people in the situation. It's just what it is. Create your own reality. It's just what it is. That's my question. Is that the corrupt group of parasites that that went up against the divine light, and now it's just Pisces? God is chasing these karmic energies one at a time because he's given them every chance possible to come forward with love, light, and truth to be set free. And so they're racking up karma. Ancestors, what are they? They rack up karma. More and more and more and more and more. That's just what it is, because behind the scenes, they're like, oh God, what did I get myself into? And we're building up our spiritual protection. Yeah, what'd you get yourself into? It's just what it is. I do believe Tarot has said Pisces was going to call that karmic energy out, and I just did. It's just what it is. Dark families upside down. I can't do anything about that. Right? Talking about the intuition as paid actors. It's what it is. Right? I mean, it's very simple. when you make a mistake and someone corrects you on that, you don't go overboard to rebel against the fucking divine advice. Simple enough. I mean, if you give someone advice about what can help them in whatever situation, but then they take it on like they don't like to admit when they're wrong. That's what it is. And every time I have listened to someone else that was wrong about something, I just looked over here because there was someone right about it. That's what it is. You just leave everyone in their fucking wrong when the right is over here. You can't have this without that. The fact that everyone stays in this when there's that over there is just what it is. You have to pick that. They don't want you to know about that. Once you find that, well, then they're stuck with this and all the mess that caused. They're stuck with all of this that caused. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. They don't. They give you the apple and the Big Mac, and then get upset. I just saw a graduation picture the other day of dupters. I call them dupters. Yeah, I'm not going to miss it. It's just what I don't miss anything. A corrupt group of dupters that were graduating, and right before the graduation picture, the guy pulls out an apple, and when he pulls out the apple, they all run. Ah! It's kind of a joke, but I mean, that's the thing, is if you know that, they tell you that, but yet they give you both of them because they only profit off of one, so they push that. They run from this. The apple keeps the doctor away. I understand that. But they don't promote that. They don't push that. No. They promote and they push this because it keeps them busy. They're double dipping. It's just what it is. Can't do anything about that. Fucking failures. That's what it is. That is the lower vibrational energy that will not make it to the new earth. Keep that in mind. If an apple scares you, fear won't exist in the new earth. It's just what it is. Simple enough. It's a 3D construct. Yes. Once you cross over the fourth dimension of time and space, it's unconditional love, and 5D, that shit that vibration doesn't exist. Doesn't fucking exist in the 3D anyway, but people are, oh God. Cool, that's a vibrational thing. Wealth is in the upright, emotions are in the upright, the earth is upside down. Can't do anything about that. I am not worried about spirit saying money created the emotion for motion to turn your world upside down. I hear they were trying to block people's manifestations, steal their blessings, create confusion, lure everyone into a trap that they're now stuck in. I can't do anything about that. Initiation or attunement was in the upright. Here's my card. Higher consciousness. You either have it or you don't. Not going to fight. Our prayers being answered in the past. Pisces, you won before they ever started. Yes, so when you hear that, why has this shit gone on for so long? If the light won before they ever started, and now the storms are here, well, that was God's plan. It's just what it is. Can't do anything about that. Health is upside down for these frenemies, and we're going to nurture that. We're going to nurture that. Masculines in the upside down. I can't do anything about that. The devil cannot create on its own. Does it have feminine intuition or feminine creativity to create ways to fix the health with a bunch of frenemies? That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. That's a corrupt group of individuals that all go together when they go. Egos are upside down. Have some compassion. Madame Chicata was right all along. That's what it is. Got some women upside down about this situation. The couples, higher consciousness has these men and women flipped upside down. These Bonnie and Clyde. It's just what it is. There's your Bonnie and Clyde energies that are now having health issues. Love is in the upright. People have lost their power, not meditating, and they wouldn't change their consciousness. It's fine. They kept doing the same thing over and over again against the divine. Take the person out of. They were attacking the person, but the divine had it covered. The divine was covering that person. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. So a bunch of dark hearts with no intuition, and their families getting torn apart. That's what it is because of an upside down energy exchange. That corrupt group of parasites that lured everybody into a trap over cash and prizes. Get excited. Yeehaw. That's what it is. I hear God's chasing the enemy with storms. And then you go over and you look at the news. Yep. There's another storm named after someone I know. Show some gratitude. We don't even have to remove that negative energy. The failures are taking themselves out. That's what it is. Karmics. It's just what it is. The karmics do the same thing every lifetime. As a QHHT practitioner studying how to remove karma. Helicopter. Fight for life. That's what it is. Karmics do the same thing every lifetime. That's what it is. That's why they're called karmics. Karmics are attracted to the wheel of karma. They think it's the wheel of fortune when it's reincarnation, right? And to hear a reader Sunday, and I have to agree with her. Now, me, she says tomato, I say tomato. She said, these people will have to wait until another generational curse breaker or a healer or a mystic or a chosen one or an earth angel or a starseed or whatever. These people will have to wait until another one of those reincarnates into their bloodline to break those generational curses. They will have to wait. Because that's what it is. You come in to break the generational curse. They choose the curse over the generational curse breaker. It's a spiritual test. I agree with that, but that's a whole lot of words. I don't have time for all that shit. I just say it's going to take 4,000 years for the normies to figure this one out. It's the same thing. She says all of that. I say it's going to take another 4,000 years in the wheel of karma for the fucking karmics to figure this one out. It's just what it is. A Bible will be written, and they'll read that shit and won't do anything in it. The church, the wheel of steeple, the Ferris wheel. It's just what it'll lure them right in. It'll bring all the sinners in so they can do exactly the thing that gets them in that wheel in the first place. Truth. The word of spirit. Spirit says that shit is right on the money. It's what it is. Anyway, spiritual wealth being supported by balanced emotions and the world being flipped upside down. It's just what it is. These people are controlling the narrative. Okay, great. What makes you think they haven't been doing that since the beginning? Oh, God, that means everything I've ever been taught was a narrative being controlled? Yes. If you knew you were royalty, I'm royalty. So if they knew that you're part of a corporation in America, you're sovereign. It's just what it is. On an energetic level, it's the same thing. God, sovereign, and free. GSF. They don't tell you that. Why would they possibly tell you? Why would they possibly tell you that the moment you get a birth certificate, you're a bond. You are collateral to the bank. You are the collateral that they use. Think about that. Simple enough. So why when you get certain pieces of mail, the letters are in bold, spelled out. There's no lowercase. That's just bold. They don't tell you that. It's what it is. Fucking spirits on the case. Now, I hear Pisces ancestors are going to be whipping these people's asses over money. Do you think that's in the form of hurricanes, volcanoes, tornadoes, earthquakes, things of that nature? It's just what it is. And I mean, that is a concern because I do have to agree with you. I'm seeing the evidence. I'm seeing people lose arms and legs and shit all around me. And the first thing I think is, yeah, well, that person tried to cost me an arm and a leg. They just fucking took without giving. It's just and I can't do anything about that. Make them a plate. They say God is preparing a table for your enemies, and I'm like, yeah, God did that last Thanksgiving with the wrong dead dad. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Anyway, the emotional side of things is going to be leading to, nothing these people do will ever grow again. So we're not worried about it. It's just what it is. They're all having difficulty moving forward, and the Earth Angel's flying right on by that shit. That's what it is. Manifestations are upside down. Harmony and balance. That's what it is. So how are they going to possibly grow anything as a corrupt group of parasites fighting in the background on the other side of my hedges? They're on the other side of my hedges with every problem imaginable. We have harmony and balance. The truth has came out. Yes, these individuals were not masters feeding off of a master. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. Simple enough. You've got a fated experience with a water sign that is doing everything they can to go forward, while past life and past energies this lifetime are doing everything they can to stop that individual due to jealousy. The spirit of jealousy, cool, that's a deadly sin, that's a demon. Envy, cool, it's what it is. Jealousy is a curse. It's the sincerest form of flattery. I agree with that. However, it's still a curse for the jealous individual. What they put out goes back on them tenfold. Their karma is complete. They have been divinely judged. What they put out goes back on them instantly. It's instant karma, and it gives them the ability to go, okay, I am this. They can't identify their own emotions, worried about someone else's. Oh, am I being greedy? And it's what it is. They're greedy goblins. They want to be greedy, right? They want to be jealous. They want to be envious. They want to be fucking, that's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. Keep on moving. Keep on doing shit in the background. You get my notifications to get ready for my day while fucking YouTube people or my downtime. Yeah, that's what it is. The devil can't destroy what they don't know about. I fully agree. So now while they're in the background, oh God, we don't know what's going on. Oh, we didn't work on our abilities. That's what it is. Corrupt group parasites fighting in the background. It's simple enough. What is that? What is the positive in that? These readers know exactly what they're talking about. What is the problem? Okay. If you ever seen the movie Ghost, starseeds' lives are playing out just like movies. The divine creator that created that movie has set these starseeds up with signs, synchronicities, and omens. Yes, I can agree with the tarot readers that say that, and I can agree with Dolores Cannon that taught it. You link them together. We follow by numbers. Take the 7 signs of the universe and roll with it. What is the problem? That's what it is. The hero is always going to be the villain to the villains in the story. It's polarity, it's duality. Simple enough. So you have to take the energy, read the energy of the movie, the way that it plays out. Mr. Miyagi, the Karate Kid, they hid Reiki. Oh, Danielson, ancient Japanese healing modality, Reiki. And then they make it supernatural. Right? So Mr. Miyagi's supernatural moment in the Karate Kid. Fucking on every street corner. There's plenty of Reiki competition. That's what it is. It's all over YouTube. There's plenty of Reiki masters. There's tons of Mr. Miyagi's out there. It's not that paranoia. He's activating his palm chakras. Same thing I do. That's what it is. So you've got the movie Ghost. You've got that energy all in the cards of a paranormal INFJ that they cast Jinn at using witchcraft, Loki and Freya, earth magic, whatever the fuck. That's Patrick Swayze from Ghost, ascending into the light. Cool. Patrick Swayze from Ghost, ascending into the light. That's the same as Constantine, ascending into the light, giving the devil the finger as he's ascending into the light. Simple enough. The time traveler aspect. Okay, cool. That's fucking Bill and Ted's Great Adventure. That's the masculine and the feminine part of the brain traveling through the etheric cord in a fucking phone booth, answering the call. Did you answer the shamanic call? Gee, come on, right on, Garth. Wrong movie. Anyway, fucking they dumb you down. But it's the energy. You're reading the energy. You got to look at it on an energetic level, not the fucking character level. We're taking the characters and putting the energy to read the signs. It's perception. So what do you have with the movie Ghost? You've got Demi Moore and the psychic Whoopi Goldberg, the tarot reader, the everything that wasn't the fucking Earth Angels. They're all talking about the Earth Angels, but they're all karmic tarot readers. They're all charging you for cash, filling you full of bullshit. The Temperance Angel in Neptune, that's a Sagittarius energy. It's signs and symbolism through tarot and a birth chart. It's a very unique birth chart. Okay, great. They're luring you in for cash and prizes. That's why the fucking divine readers, they don't do personal readings. No, they do collective readings with amazing abilities. That's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Right? That way they can't get karma. They're keeping a... Yeah, did the Elohim seed humans? Starseed Films. It's just what it is. Plenty on Starseed Films. What happened? They picked the wrong one or the right one, depending on how you want to look at it. But when I hear a reader talking about God is bringing the storms, and then it pops up in the algorithm, storms named after people that I fucking know on the holidays. It's what it is. It's over. It's game over. It's what it is. Welcome to the new Earth. Welcome to the new Earth. You can't deny that shit. And Chicago was just talking about that yesterday, that we've had these paranormal experiences since birth. Okay, you're talking about a paranormal INFJ, right? To come against the light is to lose a day in the light. Okay, great. And that's happened since birth. I agree. There is a powerful light worker whose light activates their karma. Yes, I have karmics getting karma around me all the fucking time and want to blame me like I'm doing something to them when what they put out goes back on them, right? And now that you have pissed off the divine, and here come the storms. I can't do anything about that. God, that's my question. When a reader can give out that much information and talk about mass exodus and body bags for everyone, well, then that makes me immediately go, okay, cool. So if the first is always the last, and these people can't be in my energy because God is punishing them, then what is a mass? What is an exodus? If the first is always the last, God is punishing groups of people. Cool. What is a group? What is people? Who ascended? Who didn't? And when I ask these questions, oh, I'm ascending. Well, the energy readers have said time was up at the year of the dragon. That was building up the karma. So those who are ascending, where are they ascending into the crown? Because that's what you're doing. When I ask someone what they're doing, they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. They know they feel the energy. They can feel the change coming. Yes, are you ascending up to the crown activation to activate your abilities? It's what it is. You've got all these people that don't know what they're talking about, teaching everyone, bringing in the cash. That's what it is. They're selling you a pipe dream with a carrot on a stick. Well, we've already talked about that. So it's what it is. There's a lot of what... When someone is telling you to just fucking sit there and fucking... You're sitting on a pipe dream with a chick dangling a carrot on a stick. That's what it is. And they've already been called out. And people still flock to that shit. So, okay, great. So now they have been left behind. Who are these individuals? And this Archangel Michael told us. Step back and observe. Cut off all the relationships that only revolve around money. It's better to give than to receive. Okay, great. So then we came to give, right? Not expecting anything in return and observing. Okay, great. So all of these people are destiny swapping, creating karma, luring everyone in. Cool. They took the devil's bait. Simple enough. They took the devil energy's bait, Right? They were doing shit in the dark and people couldn't see through it. Oh, we're learning a lot. Yeah, fucking, you have to go within. They're taking you outside of yourself. You're becoming codependent on someone else that does nothing more than fucking enjoys bullying you. That's why I can do that. Namaste.